Have you ever seen an animal that moves so gracefully it almost looks like it's flying? Well, today we're diving into the world of the impala. This is an antelope whose incredible power and elegance make it a true icon of the African savanna. We're going to uncover all the secrets, from their amazing speed to their clever social lives, that make this creature so successful. All right, here's the plan. First, we'll get properly introduced to the impala. Then, we'll get into their mind-blowing athletic skills. After that, we'll find out how their diet helps them thrive all year round. From there, we'll take a look at their complex social world. And finally, we'll see how the next generation of this amazing animal gets its start. So, what is it that makes the impala such a classic sight on the African landscape? It's more than just their numbers, you know? It's really a combination of some very unique traits that let them flourish in places where other animals might not. I mean, just look at them. That beautiful reddish-brown coat isn't just for looks. The lighter underside is a type of camouflage called countershading, and it helps them blend right in with the savanna's light and shadows. You'll also see the name Rooibok mentioned. That's its name in Afrikaans, and it just means redbuck. And of course, you absolutely can't miss the males, or rams, with those stunning lyre-shaped horns. Okay, it's always good to get the terminology right. A male impala is called a ram. A female is an ewe. Their babies are known as either calves or lambs. And when you see a whole bunch of them together, you're looking at a herd. Simple as that. This chart really puts the size difference between the sexes into perspective, doesn't it? The males are noticeably larger and heavier, and that physical advantage is absolutely crucial when they compete with each other for territory and the right to mate. But if there's one thing that truly defines the impala, it's their unbelievable athleticism. Seriously, these animals are the acrobats of the savanna, and they're capable of things that just seem to defy gravity. So first, let's talk about pure speed. An impala can hit 90 kilometers per hour when it's sprinting. Just think about that for a second. That's fast enough to keep up with a car on the highway. It's that explosive power that can mean the difference between life and death out there. But they don't just run, they practically fly. A single leap from an impala can cover up to 10 meters. To give you some context, that's almost the length of a school bus. It is an absolutely amazing thing to witness. And their athletic skills aren't just horizontal. They can also launch themselves 3 meters straight up into the air. That's high enough to jump right over a small car. This lets them clear bushes and other obstacles that would stop other animals cold. You know, it's really no wonder why people who've seen them move have called it poetry in motion. When a whole herd takes off, it's this mesmerizing, beautiful dance of survival. And this whole athletic display, it serves a very clever purpose. When a predator gets too close, the entire herd just explodes into this chaotic burst of high leaps, with animals crisscrossing and jumping in every possible direction. All that sudden confusion makes it incredibly hard for a predator to lock onto a single target. Okay. All of that leaping and running burns a ton of energy. So how do impalas keep themselves fueled up for that athletic lifestyle, especially when the seasons change? Well, the secret lies in their remarkably flexible diet. Impalas are absolute masters of adaptation. During the wet season, when fresh grass is everywhere, they graze. But when the dry season comes and the grass disappears, they don't starve. Nope, they just switch their diet and start browsing on leaves, shoots, and even seed pods. This ability to eat whatever's available is a huge part of their success story. Keeping clean is also a big deal for them. And check this out. They have a built-in grooming tool, a tooth comb made of their lower front teeth. They use it on themselves, and they also use it to groom each other. This social grooming, or allogrooming, isn't just about staying clean. It's a huge part of strengthening the social bonds that hold the herd together. And they don't even have to do all the cleaning themselves. They've got this fascinating partnership with birds called oxpeckers. These little birds will hang out on the impala's backs, eating ticks and other parasites. And in return for a free meal, the oxpeckers act as a living alarm system, letting out sharp calls if they spot any danger. You know, that grooming behavior is the perfect window into the impala's social world. These are deeply social animals, and their society is just as complex and impressive as their athletic skills. Living in a herd is, of course, a classic survival strategy. It's pretty simple. With more eyes, more ears, and more noses all on the lookout, it's way harder for a predator to sneak up on them. This whole safety and numbers idea just means that any one impala has a much lower chance of being the one that gets caught. But it's not just one big random group. Impala society is actually highly structured. First, you've got the dominant territorial rams who are busy defending their patch of land. Then you have the bachelor herds, which is basically where all of the other males hang out. And finally, you have the big herds of females and their young. And these groups are always shifting and interacting with each other.
So, how does a ram let everyone know he's in charge of a territory? With an incredible roar. It's a really unique sound, a series of loud snorts followed by these deep, guttural grunts. And this powerful call can travel for up to 2 kilometers, sending a very clear message to any rivals. This is my land, and I'm ready to defend it.
So when you think about it, all of these amazing traits, the speed, the adaptability, the social bonds, they all serve one ultimate purpose, to make sure the next generation of Impala survives and thrives. The Impala has a truly brilliant breeding strategy. The pregnancies of the ewes are timed so that almost all the calves in a region are born within the same few weeks. This creates what's called a predator swamp. Basically, there are suddenly so many newborns that predators, while they do take some, simply can't get to all of them. It's a numbers game that ensures a high survival rate for the species.
So a calf's life starts out in hiding. For the first few days, its mother keeps it tucked away in dense bushes for safety. Once it's a bit stronger, it joins what's called a nursery group with all the other young impalas, where they're watched over by several females. A calf will nurse from its mother for about 4 to 6 months before it starts becoming more independent. So when you put all the pieces together, the athleticism, the adaptability, the social strategies, the Impala is really a masterpiece of the natural world. It's an athlete, a survivor, and a strategist all rolled into one graceful package. And it's these strengths that have made it such a common and successful sight all across the African continent. The Impala, with its incredible leaps and its smart survival strategies, is just such a testament to nature's ingenuity. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If the Impala's super skill is its ability to leap, what other hidden powers and amazing abilities are waiting to be discovered in all the other creatures of the savannah?